What's up, everybody? This is Tiana from Straight from the Crates. Today we're going to have a different conversation, not about music, but more about our culture. So I'm going to say I want to talk about why did I feel out of place in an all black space? And this is, it's personal because I'm a black woman trying to make sense of something that's been sitting pretty heavy on me lately because I've been in certain black spaces and instead of feeling connection, I felt distance. And what's been bothering me is sometimes that distance feels real familiar, like something I felt before in spaces that weren't built for me in the first place. So I had to ask myself, why is it showing up here too in an all black space? And let me tell you exactly what happened so you can have more context. I went to an all black party and off rip, the first thing I'm asked is, where did you go to school? Not what do you do? Not what are you into? Not even just the normal introduction. Just that question. So I answered honestly. I said I went to a state college, and the energy it shifted immediately, like instantly. The faces changed, their tone changed, and before I even had time to process it, they turned their noses up on me and moved to a whole nother part of the party. Just like that, conversation over. And in that moment, it was clear I had been assessed and dismissed. And what hit me wasn't even just that they did that, it was how familiar it felt. That feeling of, oh, I'm not what you were looking for. Like my value just dropped in real time. And based on one answer, that was just crazy. And nobody said anything directly, but I didn't need them to because the message it was loud and clear. And once that happened, I started really looking around and I realized this wasn't even my type of space to begin with. There was no music, no vibe, no energy, no dancing, nobody laughing, no nothing. Just boring conversations about status, careers, what people have, what they're trying to acquire. And I remember thinking, like, I'm not going to make any friends here. But even deeper than that, I didn't want to because it didn't feel like a connection. It felt like an evaluation. And I had a moment with myself because a part of me, I felt rejected. Like they just wrote me off. But another part of me was like, why am I even trying to be accepted in a space that doesn't feel good? So, I just left because that shit was whack. And yeah, I was angry, but I was also relieved. Like I had just stepped away from something that wasn't for me, anyways. That familiar, unfamiliar feeling. Like once I got distance from it, I could breathe again. Like in Tony Braxton voice, breathe again. But that experience stuck with me because it made me ask bigger questions. Why are there black spaces that feel like you have to qualify just to be in them? Why does education or status become a filter instead of just a part of someone or who someone is? Like, why does it sometimes feel like if you don't check certain boxes, you're not even worth engaging with? Because, that's not community, that's hierarchy. And we are communal people. Also, I want to be fair because not everybody in those spaces are like that. And one interaction does not define a whole group. So, let me chill. But experience like that, they do leave lasting impressions. And they make you more aware of where you feel seen and where you don't. And I had to be honest with myself. I don't want to be in spaces where I feel like I have to prove worth just to exist. So now I have a question for myself and you guys. Like, what does real community actually look like for us? Because it can't just be proximity or appearance or shared identity on the surface. It has to feel like something deeper than that. Because if we're recreating the same feelings of exclusion just in different rooms, then what are we really building? And that's all I got from straight from the crates today. I know I'm not the only one who's felt like this. So, let me know if you have too. And like, comment, and subscribe. Come back because we're going to have more conversations like this. And this is not a judgmental place. This is just unpacking and asking questions and talking to each other. So, this is a safe space. See you later.